The Replicate project is a European-funded Horizon 2020 project, and it's about helping the residents of Bristol face the energy and transport challenges that currently exist. The Created by Us strand is the part of Replicate which has been co-designed with people living and working in parts of the city most affected by fuel and transport poverty. So instead of just plunking in some smart technology into the area, this strand is actually about getting people in the area involved in trying to make technology work for them, connecting them to the issues and using technology to help address it.
As part of Replicate, we've been using the Bristol approach. And using the Bristol approach means putting people at the heart of the creation and the use of new technologies.
So people in East Bristol have identified that air quality is a serious issue affecting them. To look at the air quality, we need to sense it using nitrogen dioxide sensors. We've developed a ladybird sensor. It's been created here at the factory. Now this sensor looks like a ladybird, but it's also got a small computer sensor on the inside. This is something that people can hang from their rucksack, attach to their bicycle, or put on the inside of their windscreen in their car to sense the air quality. It's been a really exciting process to see how people want to create something that's going to empower them to make decisions about their behaviour and also potentially be able to use this information to make change in their city.
My name's Claire, I'm an architect in central Bristol. How I use the Ladybird is strap it to my bike handle in the morning, put Bluetooth on my phone, and I've got an app that connects the two, and you just cycle along and it collects the readings of pollution levels. I've also been keeping a diary of the travel, what the weather's like and how bad the traffic is. It will kind of correlate. If there's a spike in pollution, it will say that maybe it's because I've been sitting in standing traffic. From a personal point of view, I wanted to get involved in the project because my commute changed about a year ago and I started cycling in the centre of Bristol. I noticed that my breathing was getting worse and I went to the doctor and they actually said that I'd started to pick up sport-induced asthma. I could tell that it was because I was suddenly around a lot more city centre traffic, and I also had a reading done by the doctor who measured the levels of pollution in my lungs, and I was at level 4, which is equivalent to smoking about 2 cigarettes a day. They said it was because of where I lived. Was close to the M32, the topography of Stapleton Road is in a dip, and so all of that pollution from the M32 just kind of sits in the pocket of Stapleton Road, and I was cycling through it every day. And when I changed my route, not going to the dip in the topography, the levels of pollution in my lungs went from level 4 to a level 1, so it dropped significantly. And so it kind of shocked me into realising that you can make a huge difference to what you're breathing in just by a minor change in your cycle route. And it's quite scary that so many people will be cycling down Stapleton Road and just won't have a clue. I think technology can definitely be used to improve quality of life in the urban environment. I think particularly gathering data from the general public. As an architect, I can then use that information when I'm designing spaces and actively respond to how people are perceiving and experiencing the spaces, and hopefully that would help improve the public spaces.
This project has increased connections between people, communities, and it will increase the resilience of the city and of Bristol as a whole. Bristol has a serious problem with air quality, and it's been a great way to actually help just regular people talk about it and raise that issue on a larger platform. People have been able to connect on an analogue level as well as on a digital level, and these connections aren't going to stop when the project ends. These are going to continue.